Hello, good day everyone. My name is Teacher Bal and welcome to our class. Okay, and in this lesson, this is what we are going to learn. We are going to recognize shape and poems. We will also define and learn the strategies and how to write shape poems. And we will learn how to write a shape poem in the end. And okay, so let's have a warm-up activity. Look at look at this picture. Okay, so what can you notice? What can you see? Yeah, so we can see a circle, we can see a square, a triangle, a heart, a rectangle, and the others also. So what are they called? Yeah, so they are called shapes. And what about these two pictures here? Okay, the first one is entitled All Things Bright and Beautiful. Okay, so I think this is really popular in our elementary days. Everyone is reciting this one. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. All things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. And the other one here also, I have a little frog, so we can see a picture of a frog here. I have a little frog. His arms is Tiny Tim. His name is Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water and gobbled up the soap. And when he tried to talk, he had a bubble in his throat. Okay, so yes, we can see a couple of writings also here with structure. There are also words, arrangements of words. And there's two objects here. And who knows what they are called? Yes? Okay, so they are called poems. That's correct. Okay, and let's do another activity. Oh, look, we can see another two pictures here. You have to name the objects. Okay, so as we can notice here, what can you notice? We can notice the first picture, the shape of an umbrella. And the other one is a shape of a star. Yes, and there are also writings in it. Okay, so here is the hint. The combination of two words from the previous pages. Oh, can you still remember the two words? The first one is there are square, rectangle, circle, heart. Yeah, shapes. And the other one, all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small. Yes, poem. So when we combine those two words, we will make a phrase, and the phrase is shape poems. Very good. Okay, and let's do another activity. You have to name 5 objects you like to look at. It can be fruits, games, trees, clothes, and many more. Then from 5, you have to narrow your list down to 3. Okay, so we can see an example here. Okay, for example. All right. Okay, I cannot see my pen. Where is my pen? Just this one. Okay, for example, I will just copy my example there in my presentation. Okay, so the first one is banana. So I choose banana. Next is apple. Apple. Next is pen. All right, so these are the objects that I like to look at. Okay, this is only an example, okay? Next is notebook. Oh, what happened to my pen? And the other one is shoes. So where should I put the shoes? Okay, so shoes. Okay. Alright, I will choose another pen. It's not working at all. It has no ink. Okay, shoes. Okay, so I have 5 shoes, banana, apple, pen, and notebook. Okay, and I have to narrow them. We have to narrow them into 3. For example, I choose apple. Okay, apple. Next is... Okay. Alright, apple. Next is pen. And the other one is shoes. Okay. Apple, pen, and shoes. Okay, so we have okay. You can put them in your notebook. Okay, put them in your notebook. So I already narrowed here into 3. Okay, and of course we have to label them here above. We have to label shape poems. Okay, shape poems. And of course you have to answer a question. Why you choose those 3 things? Okay, why you choose those 3 things? Okay, so you have alright, you have 5 minutes to do it. Okay, why you choose those 3 things? Okay, for example, apple, pen, and shoes. Why you choose apple, why you choose pen and shoes. Okay, you have to write them in your notebook. Up to 5 sentences only. Okay? So, are you done? Alright, so we're done. Let's continue. Okay, so here we are going to learn shape poems. Alright, and who wants to read the first one here? Who wants to read the shape? Okay, please read here. Read the shape and please give your own understanding about this word, shape. Okay, please read first. Shape. This is a particular physical form or appearance of something. Yes. Okay, for example, this one. I have a glass here. Okay, as you can see, this glass has a shape. Right? And the other one here also. So I have this one. I don't know what's this. Is this a chick? The chick has also a shape, right? Okay, so it has a shape. And the other one here, so this pen, okay, this pentel pen has also, or a whiteboard pen has also a shape. Okay, so this is the shape of this whiteboard pen. And many other more, for example, a notebook, okay, it has also a shape. Alright, so that is the physical form or appearance of something. That is a shape. And the other one, who wants to read a poem? Okay? Alright, so very good. So poem is a piece of writing in which the words are arranged in separate lines. Okay, arranged in separate lines, often ending in rhyme. Okay, often. Just often, but not all poems ends with rhyme, right? And are chosen for their sound and for the images and ideas they suggest. Okay, so of course when we are doing or when we are making a poem, so it must be from our own ideas. And in literature, poem in literature evokes a concentrated imaginative awareness. Yes, so we must have an imagination. Our imagination must be rich. Awareness of experience or a specific emotional Okay, so there must be also an emotion. Emotional response through language chosen and arranged for its meaning. Of course, when we are going to make a poem, so it must have a meaning. So I think there is no poem that is meaningless. There must also have a sound and a rhythm. Okay? That is the shape in a poem. So we have two words here. Okay, and let's move on. Who wants to read a shape poem? Yes, a shape poem is a poem that is shaped like the thing in it. Okay, so here are two examples that we can see. So the first picture here, we can see that the shape of this is just like a rainbow. Okay, and the other one is just like a heart. Okay, so look at the first picture here, the rainbow. Okay, let's read. Okay, so we can see also some colors, and this, of course, a rainbow has many colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Okay, so let's read some here that we can see. Okay. So red, sweet as honey, bitter, and blood. Okay, so this is the red. Next, orange. Orange, flattery as fall. What's this? Still as a stone. And the yellow, I cannot see the yellow at all. And we also have a green here. Green, oh, it's so tiny. And we can see also the other picture here, the heart. Okay, so of course when we think about the heart, so this is about love. Oh, let's read. Love is very complicated. Oh, it's complicated. You can be upset for, what's this? For months on end. Okay. Um, so this shape poem tells about love. Okay, that's why it has a shape like a heart. Okay, so these are some example of shape poem. Okay, a shape poem is a poem that is shaped like the thing in it. Okay, and let's continue. Oh, do you understand a shape poem? Yes, a shape. This is a poem that has a shape like a thing in it. Okay. And let's go to the strategies in making a shape poem. So here are some strategies. Okay, so that we, in order to make a real good shape poem. So let's have these strategies. The first one is brainstorming ideas. So we have to brainstorm the ideas here. Okay. Read examples of shape poems. Analyze the examples. Focus on the activity or hobby you enjoy. Get inspired by nature. Pick your favorite object or an object of sentimental value. Okay, so read examples of shape poems. To get better sense of what you can do in a shape poem, you may want to read several examples of the form. So we have to read some examples first before doing a shape poem so that we can have an idea on how to make it. Okay, and of course we have to analyze the examples. We have to analyze them. Oh, okay. And next, focus on the activity or hobby you enjoy. Okay, so what are the activities or the hobbies that we enjoy in our life? Okay, let's focus on it. Next is get inspired by nature. Yes, we can also get inspired by nature by looking at the trees, looking at the rainbow, just like what I have showed you a while ago. The rainbow, the lakes, the rivers, or whatever that can inspire you, okay, by nature. And next, you have to pick your favorite object or an object of sentimental value. Okay, so you can do this also. For example, you have your favorite object. For example, your favorite object is lipstick. Like this. Okay, for example, lipstick. Okay, so with sentimental value, I think my lipstick doesn't have a sentimental value. Yes, okay, so you can pick your favorite object. Okay, you can make a poem out of it. And now you have, after that, you have to create a shape. Okay, so let's read the creating the shape. Select a shape that represents the subject of your poem. For example, as I have, since I have showed you the lipstick, you have to look at the shape of a lipstick, right? Okay, so what is the shape of a lipstick? Okay, now you have to draw the shape. You have to draw the shape template on a piece of paper. Okay, you have to draw now. Okay, so that is only an example. Okay, uh, I will show it to you. Okay, so for example, I choose lipstick. Okay, what is the shape of a lipstick? Okay, so it is just like, what does it called? Cylinder. Okay, so it shapes like this, right? This is the shape of a lipstick. You have to draw the shape template on a piece of paper. And next, you have now to focus on writing a poem. So you have already make a draft of your shape, a draft of your favorite thing, a shape of your favorite thing. And now let's go to writing a poem. We have to focus on writing a poem now. You have to make a list of keywords and terms about the subject. Okay, so what do you want to put in your poem? You have to make a list of the keywords. And now you have to focus on the 5 senses. Okay, so what does it mean? Focus on the 5 senses. Okay, so in order to focus in 5 senses, you have to use sensory detail to really make your poem come alive. Okay, consider how the subject of your poem might smell, sound, look, taste, and feel. Okay, for example, the lipstick. Can you taste the lipstick? Can you feel the lipstick? Does it have a sound? Okay, how does it look when you put it on your lips? And how does it smell? Does it have a smell? Okay, and now you have to use your literary devices. Okay, many shape poems use literary devices like rhyme, repetition, and metaphor, but the others, I think, um, it doesn't need to have a rhyme or repetition, sometimes no repetition at all. So these devices can be good way to inject energy and engagement into your poem. Okay? And next, placing the text. Okay, so if you are done writing your poem, of course you have to place the text now in your shape, in the shape that you have drawn, in the shape that you have drafted. Okay, you have to arrange the text within the shape. And now you have to edit the text in the shape. You have to edit and color to the shape poem. Okay, so I have an example that I have done a while ago. Oh, where is it? Okay. Oh, where is it? I cannot see. Oh, here. Okay, so I made a tree. Okay, can you see this? So, does it has the shape of a tree? Okay, so I drafted the shape of a tree like this. It has also a trunk and roots. And I put my poem inside of it like this. We can put also a shape, your poem around it if you want. Depends on what you want. Okay, you can put here according to the shape of your object. Okay, so here is my example. Okay, I like looking at the tree. So here is my poem. I like looking at the tree. It makes me think what I wanna be. Imagining it's tough. Its toughness, as we see, motivates me to thou shall be. The trunk that's so strong, okay, because we can see the trunk is strong, right? No one can fall it to the ground. The branches with thicker arms, nobody can tear it down. The leaves that are so green, the source of food for the whole. The flowers and fruits it bears, so colorful and so sweet. Don't forget the strong roots. Okay, so I am now in the roots. That serves as the tree's foot. It must be tough and strong, like the life where we should belong. So that is my poem of this tree. Okay, so this is just like my example of a shape poem. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, so in revising your shape poem, so here are some tips. You have to read your poem out loud and listen to the sound. Okay, so what is the sound of my shape poem? Okay, does it sound good? Do your ideas tell about your shape? And what will others see when they read your poem? Okay, and in editing, so you have to check the errors, check for the spelling. Of course, you have to check the spelling of your words here, and the capital letters and punctuations also. Okay, you have to check them. And of course, you have to write a neat final copy to share. Okay, you have to write a neat final copy to share. That's why you can put it first. You have to put it first in a scratch paper before sharing it into a neat one. Okay, like this. I don't know if this is really neat. Okay, so let's continue, and it's activity time. So do you understand it, class? Okay, since you understand it, let's do some activities. You have to form into 3 groups. Okay, 3 groups. Okay, so where are the 3 objects that you have chosen a while ago? Okay, the 5 objects, and you have less down into 3. Can you still remember? Yes, you have to share the 3 objects you like to look at your group mates. Out of the objects you have shared with each other, choose the best one and make a shape poem for 10 minutes. Okay, so out of the 3 objects that you have, each one of you, okay, you have to choose one out of them. And a poem should be 4 to 8 lines only. Okay, just like this one. How many lines are these? I think these are 12. Okay, so you can make up to 12, 4 to 8 lines. Okay, after making a shape poem, one in the group will read the finished shape poem in front of the class. Okay, and discuss on how the words relate to the shape poem that you have created. You understand? Okay, so go. You have how many minutes? Well, you can have 10 minutes to do it. Okay, so since you are a group, okay, you have 10 minutes to do it. Okay, are you done, class? Are you done? Okay, yes. Now you have to read your finished product. You have to read your finished shape poem in front of our class. Okay, so that's great. Thank you, class. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, now it's another activity. You have to look and create. So this is the direction. This is the last activity that you are going to do. Look at the painting. We can see a painting here, right? Choose one shape. Okay, we can see a lot of shapes here. Choose one shape in it and make a shape poem in creative way. So this is not a group work already. So this is individual. Each one of you will make a shape poem. Okay? Remember to apply the strategies we have discussed. You understand it? Okay, great. So go, go, go. You have another, I think you will have another, oh, 5 minutes. Let's have 5 minutes only. We don't have time anymore. Okay, go, go, class. Okay. Be quiet when you are doing your work. Okay. And, oh, wait. So here we have the rubrics in doing this poem. Okay, you have to take a look at the rubrics here. We have the title of the poem, presents creative title related to the poem. Okay, for the number 4. And 3, present creative titles related to the poem. Next, present title with the title creativity. And 1, there is no clear title. So you must be careful when we are doing a title. Next, follow poetry directions. Poem is written correctly according to the direction. Poem is written correctly according to the directions. Okay. And the last one here for number 1, little or no evidence of following poetry directions. Okay, so you must be clear on when you are doing your poetry or your poem. Okay, we have here another creativity. For number 4, there is a wow. Wow, very creative ideas and illustrational. And next, number 3 has many creative ideas and illustrations. Okay, the same as the number 2. And number 1 shows little or no creativity. Okay, it means it's boring. Next, conventions. Evidence of strong grade level grammar, capitalization, punctuation, and spelling. Okay, you must be careful about your grammar, your capitalization, and your punctuations, and also your spelling when you are doing a poem. Next, number 3, evidence of adequate grade level grammar. Okay, adequate only grade level grammar. So that is a number 3. Number 2, evidence of limited grade level grammar. Okay, limited only. And for number 1, little or no evidence. Okay, you must be careful with your grammar, your punctuations. Okay, class. And the last one here is your handwriting. Okay, so let's see about your handwriting here. Okay, handwriting is neat with little visible eraser mark. Okay, so it must be clean, class. And for number 2, handwriting is mostly neat with a little visible eraser mark. And number 2, handwriting is somewhat neat with little visible eraser mark. And number 1 here, handwriting needs improvement. Okay, so those are the rubrics of our shape poem writing. Okay, are you done? All right, you have to pass your papers here. Oh, in front. Okay, you have to pass your papers. Okay, so let's go to our home delight, to our assignment. So for advanced reading class, this is a direction you have to read, learn the differences among the shape poem, the concrete poem, and calligram. So that will be your homework. Okay, so do you understand our lesson for today? So what did we learn today? What did we learn today? Yes, we learned about shape poems and the strategies and how to make shape poems. Okay, and we also learned some vocabulary words like shape, poems, and shape poem. Okay, so thank you so much, class, for having me as your teacher today. See you again. Bye!